Hi everyone, welcome to the visual guide for AAC CRUISERWEIGHT M2 Normal, also known as M6N. This is the first raid encounter made available by patch 7.2 in Final Fantasy XIV Seekers of Eternity. If you feel like this fight has you sinking in quicksand, or you're painting yourself into a corner, this guide will keep your pudding party members from rioting and have you succeed to thunderous applause. My name is Miztech and I'll be your raid guide. Moose Mural will deal high raid-wide damage, shield and heal as necessary. Anytime the boss casts singles style, players will need to look at the icon that pops up near the boss. This will indicate the type of incoming attack. If you see a regular bomb, all players will need to move away from the affected areas as these will explode in wide circles. If you see a bomb with wings, players must identify which direction the bombs are facing, as they will quickly jump into that direction, exploding in wide circles when they land. An easy way to handle this is to simply move into the wing bomb spawn area and wait for them to jump away to avoid getting hit. If you see an arrow, a number of arrow attacks will appear on the edge of the platform before shooting in a straight line across that platform. Players can move into the gaps between attacks to avoid getting hit. Make sure you adjust to be in the safe lane from all sides of the attack. If you see an arrow with a target, arrows will appear on two sides with no immediately available gaps. However, this time, each arrow attack will shoot in a straight line towards the target in the middle of the arena, and players can move into the formed safe areas to avoid getting hit. Pudding Party will target a healer with a stack up marker. The raid will need to stack together to share the incoming 5 hits of damage. Use available cooldowns and shields, and heal through as necessary. Color Riot will target both tanks with heavy hitting tank busters. Move away to avoid overlapping, and don't forget your cooldowns. Periodically, the boss will cast Sugarscape, painting a giant landscape on the north edge of the platform. This will change the platform, and anything she adds to the painting will appear as mechanics on the platform. When she layers a sun, all players will be afflicted with a debuff that makes them take damage over time. Healers be ready. When she layers cacti, random cacti will appear on the platform in sequence. These will grow in size before finally exploding, and players will need to move away from each wave of exploding cacti to avoid excess damage and debuffs. The boss will then layer quicksand, and players must move away from the massive quicksand circles to avoid death. You'll need to continue dodging cacti and healing through the sun debuff during this time. Moose Touch-Up will target all players with large circle markers. Spread apart to avoid overlapping. The next Moose Mural will return the platform back to normal. Don't forget to shield and heal as necessary. At this point, the boss will begin to cast double style, and players will have to watch for 2 icons that result in overlapping mechanics per cast. This isn't too difficult to deal with as long as you quickly identify each icon correctly and adjust appropriately. During the next Sugarscape cast, the platform will change to form a river and 3 islands with 3 bridges connecting each area. Taste of Fire will target both healers with stack up markers. Each stack should be shared inside of the river, as standing in the water increases your fire resistance. Taste of Thunder will target all players with circle markers, and players must spread apart on the islands to avoid overlap. Do not stand in the water with thunder unless you're trying to die on purpose. The boss's first layer will turn the landscape into a stormy one, and the river will now debuff anyone inside of it, while circle AoEs will appear around the platform. Players must avoid both the river and these circle lightning strikes during this time. The final layer will add a large lightning cloud that will move between platforms and periodically strike that area with a massive amount of lightning. Move away to avoid death. Eventually, the platform will return to normal, and all mechanics will repeat until the boss is down. If you have any questions or comments, please let me know. Up next, we'll head into AAC CRUISERWEIGHT M3 Normal. As always, thanks for watching. Till next time.